Welcome back to the Week 14 edition of Fantasy Football Focus. It's been a morning, sorry, but brought to you by Heart of Ohio Sports. I'm John.
I'm Vel.
And we're going to fill you in on guys we like, we don't like, and everything else in between. And once again, stick around to the end of the show for our lineup locks of the week. And something a little bit different I want to do. You guys send in your locks for this week because I'm really kind of curious who you guys are like pounding the table for, absolutely starting no matter what the matchup. And also send us in your lineup questions because last week or a couple weeks ago, we had a lot of interaction and it was a ton of fun.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
But we're going to start off with the Thursday Night Football recap. Good game. It kind of looked like the Lions were pulling away until Green Bay kind of caught a little bit of fire late in the third quarter, I believe.
Yeah, that rivalry's trying to, that's turning up now with these, this Green Bay's good.
Green
Bay's good.
They kind of figured, like, they got off to a slow start, it seemed like, and then they've just been kind of just gaining steam. But Detroit, Jesus, 11 straight wins now?
Yeah.
Like, unreal.
Ben Johnson's the mastermind.
And you could, like, that fourth down gamble at the end of the game, like, they could have kicked the field goal, but Green Bay gets the ball back with 35 seconds. And with the way that, like, Green Bay's offense was moving in the second half, like, Love was going to give him a chance to at least get in the field goal range. But Josh Jacobs in the loss, 3 touchdowns. Like,
what happened to Jaden Reed? Can we talk, like, just for a second? Like, 0 points, 0 targets, nothing. Like, they didn't even look his way. Like, I don't even think Jordan Love wanted to look his way at one point.
I think it's a tough matchup.
His only target, there was a penalty on the play, so, like, it didn't technically count as a target. But they have so many weapons there. I know Tucker Kraft had a good game. Josh Jacobs was running hard to where he was kind of grinding away. I mean, he only had 66 yards, but, like, they were efficient yards when they needed them. And it's just the game plan didn't necessarily call for Reed, which, like I said, that doesn't make sense because he's been their number one all year. But, like, they have other guys they can throw to. I know Watson was kind of getting some looks. Wicks. I know Dobbs was out, but, like,
they had Armstead on him, didn't they? On Reed.
I think so. I don't even know who they had on. That secondary is so banged up right now too. So, like,
I think about playing solid.
You talk about Terry and Arnold.
That's it. Yeah. I said Armstead.
Yeah, I think they had him kind of locked down. Which Arnold's gotten toasted this year, but he held strong.
Yeah, they're too good. They're consistent.
But Goff was super efficient. I think he completed like 76% of his passes, 280 and 3 touchdowns.
That's just a regular day for him at this point.
Yeah, it's like. He's not going to get any consideration for the MVP, which is unfortunate because of the season he's having. But
you don't think so with all the other bad quarterbacks? Is it bad quarterback play, not bad quarterbacks, bad quarterback play? You don't think he's going to get any looks?
I mean, you got Lamar, you got Josh Allen, you have Saquon, you have Derrick Henry as well. I mean, there's just
I don't
so
think
many
a running back's going to win it. I mean, if they do, it'd have to be this year, honestly. But I still don't think they're going to give it to him. They usually never give it to him.
No, it's Lamar's award to lose at this point. Even with the 5 losses,
Detroit's got the better record.
Well, I agree, but they have the better team.
You think they're going to give it to Lamar a third time?
Yeah,
over a guy who haven't won it yet.
Yeah, and you could argue Joe Burrow as well. Even though they're not winning games, they're not losing games because of Joe.
If you watch Lamar this year, dude,
he's
you
insane.
Understand, like he's playing better than he ever has, and it's crazy to think that. But it's just Derrick Henry has opened up his game so much.
It keeps defenses honest.
It really does. They've needed that forever. I mean, think about it. They've been relying on guys like Gus Edwards and Justice Hill and like Keaton Mitchell and
it's been rough.
They haven't had guys to be able to rely on a run game, and the defense is just stacking the box against Lamar. Now they got to respect the pass game and the run game. They can't just stack the box against Derrick Henry. And even if they do, Derrick Henry makes them pay.
Well, and I think you have to look to Andrews is finally getting healthy. Likely has definitely emerged this year, even with Andrews being back. Zay Flowers, you could argue he hasn't necessarily taken the next step, but I feel like he has because he's drawing number 1 corners every week.
I think he's taking the step.
But like you kind of see like his game is definitely grown big time this year.
Yeah, for sure.
To where everything is kind of falling in place. It's just if the defense got their shit together in Baltimore, you'd be talking about maybe only 2, maybe 3 losses.
So crazy to say because Baltimore, it's always
when you talk Ravens, it's defense, and then the
offense
offense was always a secondary option.
Yeah.
But all right, so enough with the MVP talk. Let's get in the 1 o'clock games.
Let's jump into it.
Ugly game. Jets and Dolphins.
If it was in New York, it'd be a better game.
I think
New Jersey, it'd be a better game.
Yeah.
But since they're in Miami,
nice, warm, 60-degree weather down there.
Yeah, they're fine. Those guys are gonna try to run it up.
Like, the thing is, though, like, the Jets just struggling mightily on offense with all these weapons. I know Breece Hall's been ruled out for the game. But, like, the Jets haven't been able to do anything this year.
No. Even with Devontae Adams coming over there, it's
almost like they've gotten worse offensively.
Honestly, it's like when for basketball, when Brooklyn sent
when they got all those
KG
guys
and Paul Pierce and think they were going to stop
like
LeBron.
You can't bring in all these old guys and expect things to work.
It's not the old days.
And you on the flip side, Miami, like Tua is looking more and more comfortable every week.
Except in the cold.
Like that offense just sucks in the cold. But you look at his last couple weeks, like fantasy wise, good outings.
Oh yeah,
really good outings. But Dolphins offense, I sneakily like them, even though the Jets, like from a fantasy, like their defense from a fantasy perspective, it's been really solid this year. But I like the entire Dolphins.
Yeah, it just gets to a point where it's like repetitive and the defense starts the whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, because their numbers are very similar to the Titans' defense, and nobody really wants to talk about that as being like at all. Like you still starting the offensive guys. Yeah.
If they were winning games, it would totally be different.
Oh yeah. But
yeah, I don't got much else to say about that game.
Yeah, and I'll get into a certain player from that matchup later on as part of my locks. But the next game is Atlanta and Minnesota. It's a kind of a Kirk Cousins reunion. As bad as he's been playing of late, I feel like he could be in for a big week this week.
Yeah, you think so?
He gets to go back to Minnesota. It's a dome as well. I mean, not that he's been playing well in the dome in Atlanta, but like I feel like there's a little bit of something that he wants to like kind of prove like, hey, he's still got something left in the tank, even though his arm, you can tell, is kind of dying at this point. Like the arm strength is
getting sapped away. Hot in the beginning of the year, though, man.
It's
just the fall off.
It's very reminiscent of Phillip Rivers. Like when his arm started going, it went quick. But going home, I feel like should be an interesting matchup. Like, and Vikings are middle of the pack for quarterbacks, anyways. But Bijan is the real one, and like he's the real like kind of I don't want to say question mark, but Minnesota is great against running backs this year. But Bijan
is insane.
Is just an elite player to where it's gonna like I don't know. Maybe they try and open it up on the outside and then let Bijan kind of cook.
Like you said, I think it's Kirk Cousins Day.
He's gonna want to prove something.
Like he's coming home and like that defensive front's not gonna let too much. I mean, he might get off, but it's like it ain't gonna be crazy day for him in my eyes. I don't think he has that high of a fantasy day.
It's fair. Like I said, him going home.
I'm talking about Bijan.
Oh, Bijan, yeah. I think Bijan.
I think is about that's what I said. I think he's gonna light up. They're gonna throw more than they try to run it.
But I also think Bijan could feed off of that, especially if Kirk gets hot early. Bijan's gonna get some nice boxes to run out of. Plus, he's more than capable of catching the ball out of the backfield.
But that front over there likes to keep things dirty, keep it low, bring them down. So we see.
But
it's a good matchup.
But for the Vikings, obviously, you're starting Jefferson.
Always.
You could arguably start Addison too. He's kind of come along of late.
I tried to tell you that.
Oh no, I know. But like it's like suddenly like it's starting to click a little bit. Like
Addison's always been that guy, man.
Yeah.
Remember, I think it was his first year when Jefferson
went out. Last year, yeah.
No, Addison's first year.
Yeah, last year.
Last year was.
Yep.
No, I thought this is his third year.
This is only his second year. Damn. Positive, man.
All right. Well, last year
last year was the first year Jefferson got hurt.
All right. Well, last year he took over for Jefferson.
And he played great as the one role, but
his
because
numbers
they had
was
nobody
like
else to throw to.
Yeah,
and
but that
Hawkinson draws a lot too.
Yeah, you got to be a dog though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that was crazy because now you're getting the number one guy because you are the number one. So I always liked Addison.
But I think Aaron Jones is good to go for this game as well, so he's kind of an obvious start.
I don't know, bro. I think he's a question mark on his stars, man.
You think so?
Yeah, man. I mean, Yeah, I think it's a question mark. They're 12th, and he's just, I don't know, bro. Like last week, he wouldn't have had anything if he didn't get that little garbage. Well, it wasn't garbage. It was for the game-winning touchdown, but it was a little pass to him. But it was like 2, 3, 4 yards.
But
he got finished with 9 points.
Is that all he had last
He
week?
only had
Ooh.
9 points, bro.
So I didn't realize he had that bad of a
He's
week.
like, yeah, bro. He's a really like a boomer bust type of guy right now.
He's one of when he scores, like that's where it seems like when he's able to score touchdowns, his entire game just kind of flows nicely.
I don't know if this is gonna be the one.
Might not.
I mean, I would look deep into your guys' roster and maybe look somewhere else.
There could be some better options, is what you're saying.
But it's just I have him and he's not producing like a number one. But that's what I gotta say about him.
Okay.
So he's my question mark. Jefferson's for sure.
Yeah. Addison is definitely a flex option.
Oh yeah.
Tight ends in this game, it's gonna be hard not to start them, but it's just Pitts has been disappointing.
It could turn out into a shootout, honestly.
Yeah.
So
Pitts, it seems like Pitts goes as Cousins goes.
Mm-hmm.
That's where his production I mean, obviously, but he gets his when Kirk's playing really well.
On fire.
Yeah.
Kirk's got to be on fire.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a mediocre day, it's not Kyle Pitts. It's like Drake London and Mooney, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And McLeod's been
kind of sneaky this year.
Yeah. Like he's been more of your guy from Buffalo.
Oh, Shakir?
Yeah, he's better than him.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. McLeod is better than him.
No.
Bro. I'm telling you, man.
Oh, no.
He's better than him.
All right, so we're gonna hop off that game. We're gonna hop off that game. Fucking Ray McLeod.
He's better than Shakir.
And in my opinion, this is the ugliest game of the week. It's the Saints and the Giants. 5 total wins.
Man.
The offenses just aren't
It's
good
so
for
funny
either
'cause
team.
It's so true.
The defenses aren't really great either. But Tyrone Tracy in this game. Tyrone Tracy is going to feast.
Him and Tracy,
He's been good.
He's been good.
He had 16. He had 16 points in full PPR last week.
Solid.
You take that. Plus the Saints.
But AK does the same thing every week, and you hate him.
No,
that's the crazy part.
But here's the thing. Kamara's up here. Tracy's here. So you take the if their production's the same, I'm taking the lower end guy all day.
You got lucky
because you're getting better value out of Tracy than you are per se Kamara.
I understand that, but
or you could trade Kamara for somebody.
You're not trading Kamara.
Oh, you could.
It depends on what you're getting.
I want to say if you can get either a running back you like a little bit better or stud receiver,
yeah.
But Saints give up the third most points to running backs. That's why I'm all over Tracy in this game.
It might be a running back day.
It very well could be.
Now Giants is 21. And you know who they got. They got over there. You know who they got over there. AK, baby. I'm telling you, man. He's a dog.
But I don't know is Drew Lock still starting, I believe, for this week.
They did say they're starting.
Oh, he was so bad last week. He was so bad.
Oh, dude. It's just the Giants in general, dude. Yeah. Man. It's just a bad
They're drafting a QB, without a doubt.
No doubt about it. Unless, there's no doubt. I don't need to see him going free agency or anything trading wise.
Yeah. But honestly, start the running backs. I'm off of everybody else in this game.
Yep, I totally agree with that. You're off your man.
Which man?
Neighbors.
You're gonna start Neighbors if you have them.
Well, you said start the running backs and you're off everybody else. I had to make sure. Had to clarify.
Neighbors is an obvious one. There's any kind of question marks in this match.
Is he with his quarterback?
Yeah.
So is CD Lamb always start no matter what too?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay. I was about to say.
Unfortunately.
All right. No, with the quarterback play, you have to look into it.
You do, but who else are they throwing to? Slayton?
Yeah. Even if CD had 5 points last week.
Dude, he has been so boomer bust. And it has been more, seems like bust than boom this year for him. You look at his numbers and they're elevated because he's had 3 or 4 just huge weeks, and then the rest have been single digits.
Yeah, it's been nasty.
It's not what you want out of a top 5 pick.
Yeah, nasty work. He's probably been your number 1 or number 2 in your draft. Maybe 3, depending on running backs. But
so the next game we're going to It's Carolina and Philadelphia.
It's a Barkley
I
game.
feel like this could be a little bit closer than you would expect. Carolina's playing good of late. Everybody thought KC was going to blow them out, and that game went to overtime.
But KC is not on the same level as Philadelphia right now. I know KC, but KC's been okay this year. That defense has been holding things down over there.
Well,
offense ain't putting up nothing.
Mahomes has quietly jumped back up in the top 10 after being like right around 20 for the first half of the season.
Still ain't doing too much for me because you're KC. You know what I'm saying? You're going to do your thing, but Philly right now?
Oh, I know. Philly's playing.
Different level, bro.
Ooh.
Different level. I think they're going to go in here and then Bears, Carolina.
If Carolina was
how
at
close
home,
you think it's going to be? Let's put it that way.
So if Carolina was at home, I think it'd be relative. But yeah, I just realized it's at Philly. And it's probably a 2-score game.
That's not
more than likely.
That's not close.
But that could be 10 points.
Okay.
It could be
I thought you think it's 14. If you take
it could be like 27-17.
I just think, dude, Philly's on a different level right now, man. Barkley's on a like we were talking earlier. If you give it
if a running back was going to win MVP, it has to be Barkley this year.
It'd be this year for
which
Barkley.
Is crazy because a month ago, Henry was the lock as the top running back in the league, and it's shifted in a big way.
Yeah, Barkley's just insane. I think he's going to feast today.
But Panthers give up the second most points to running backs. Eagles give up the second least points. I was telling Nate before the show, go find somebody other than Chuba. Because I'm not starting him today. I don't care what he's done this year. It's probably going to be pretty ugly.
Without him, it ain't close.
What, without Chuba?
Yeah, if he ain't doing nothing, this game is not close.
You could tell they're slowly working. They've been slowly working in Brooks more and more every week.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you're not going to do anything.
No,
I mean, Thielen was crazy last week.
Yeah.
Crazy. Don't think he's having another week like that.
David Moore's kind of come on for whatever reason. I think a former Seahawk receiver. Leggett has been playing decently. They have got, Bryce Young has done a lot better of a job.
Now you got me excited for this game because
I don't think it's going to be a bad game.
I'm going to be in the group chat and I'm going to be like, dude.
Or at the very least, through the first 3 quarters, it'll probably be relatively close. Eagles probably pull away
Maybe
late.
The first quarter.
Maybe
the first quarter is close.
All right.
And then kickoff happens.
We have a lineup question. So got Justin Jefferson as wide receiver 1 and Kyron as running back 1. My bench is Jennings, Worthy, Myers, Mooney,
Westbrook,
NWI, Charbonnet, or MVS. So what's your question?
He says wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, running back 2, and flex.
Just pick his whole lineup.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm starting Mooney for sure. I'd like Charbonnet with the situation because there is no Walker today. And honestly, Tennessee receiver. He has been scoring. He is like this year's Sutton. He scores a touchdown every week, it seems like.
Yeah, so my receiver 2 would definitely be Westbrook, the Tennessee receiver. I think he's got a great matchup today, by the way. He's in my locks. Robert, running back 2. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Charbonnet. He's been on fire this week, and no Walker.
I'll say, plus that's the only running back you named.
Yeah, I guess you're right. No, he's got Hall, but he's out.
Yeah.
And Walker, and he's out. And Stevens on a bye.
That's a rough week.
He's got good running backs.
Yeah, your running backs are stacked.
You have no other running back option. So,
I will say this: well done stacking Charbonnet with Walker, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, you obviously start Charbonnet, and I like Mooney and Westbrook and Keene as your wide receiver 2 and flex.
Yeah.
And it's Mooney because of the matchup.
I like Mooney too. I think Kirk Cousins is going to try to throw all day. So, and he's been feasting. So yeah, I'll agree with. I think we're on board with that.
Yeah. So let's move on to the next game.
Got some running backs.
He does have some running backs.
Williams as his running back.
And see, it's probably one of those teams that's 5-8 at this point. Yeah. Just it's struggled because of the production across the board. But all right, next game. It's our game. It's Cleveland at Pittsburgh. A little bit of revenge on the mind for Pittsburgh. I mean, Let's hear your thoughts on it.
Whoa, keep going, bro.
Let's hear your thoughts.
I want you to go.
It's
I
a
want you to
potential
go.
revenge game.
Losers go first. So go ahead. Let's go.
So me and Nate were discussing this. Nate thinks Pittsburgh tries to lay it on him.
Oh, I absolutely agree.
Okay.
I absolutely agree.
I don't want to say it because it's this bad juju. I'm not going to put that out there. But I feel like in Pittsburgh, like there ain't no snow. It's not a short week. There ain't no travel.
Ain't no snow this time.
Are we really
You
blaming
can't use
snow
that
for
on
the
us this
game?
time.
No.
Mother Nature won't be playing a
This
factor
is
today.
crazy.
Pittsburgh has lost 3
Just
straight.
renegade on your asses today. You're coming for it.
But Pittsburgh's lost 3 straight on a short week in Cleveland. Like that shouldn't have came as a surprise at all. No, they have, and
It's fine. The excuses. they on a short week, and you still lost to a three wins. Well, what we were 2 wins at that point, wasn't we?
I think so. Maybe, no, you guys might have had 3. No, you guys
No,
had 2.
we had to beat you.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, bro.
What?
Don't give me that.
I mean, they got their Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, here we go. You guys cannot say that.
It was a snowball.
Why do you say that? You're a 9-win team at that point. You need to come out there.
No, I know.
And
Trust me, I know.
do what you need to do.
I also watched.
And you didn't.
I also watched the Steelers.
The opposite.
I also watched the Steelers piss away a game on Thursday night to the Patriots last year. They don't do well in short weeks.
All right, but I do agree with Nate. They're gonna try to run it up. I just think I like the Browns again today, bro. I like the Browns. I do think it's gonna be. I think it's more of a shootout.
I think TJ shows up today.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think he's salty.
And
Miles
I feel like they're gonna have a plan for Miles not to disrupt stuff.
You can't have a plan for you. You guys tried to have a plan for Miles since Miles been in the league. He didn't destroy all your quarterbacks.
I mean, he tried killing Rudolph, but
He's destroyed all your quarterbacks.
Juan, yes, absolutely pick up Tucker Kraft. Just even as depth, like he's even potentially startable over Kittle, depending on how.
How is he on waivers?
Yeah, that's what I don't get. Like Tucker Kraft should be starting for anybody who has him.
Man. Yeah, I need to be in that league.
Right?
How's he on that? Yeah.
He would have been scooped up weeks
bro.
ago.
I would pick him up and start him. I'm not touching San Francisco. We get into that too, but
I like Russ a lot in this game.
yeah, I like Rush. I mean, I like both quarterbacks.
I like Pickens as well. Browns give up 3rd most points to receivers, and I think Pickens is.
I think it's more based on earlier in the year type stuff, and
a
then
little bit.
and they do give up. It's like a one game. Every game they give up something long.
They give up a big chunk.
Yeah, it's a blown cover. It's like every game. I don't understand it, but I think it's more of a shootout. Like it's gonna look more like a Cincinnati and Steelers game than it did last time that we played.
I don't.
Jameis is throwing the ball. We have no run game.
No.
You feel me?
Oh,
and they had 2. Denver had 2 pick sixes.
I know.
And just a solo interception.
I know. Jameis threw 6 touchdowns last week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, even with that game was close.
Oh, I know.
So, I think, maybe TJ gets a couple sacks. Woo, but I like all the people in this game that are supposed to show up. I don't like anybody Browns running back. Maybe Chubb gets one because they get inside the red zone.
Yeah.
I'm probably not starting them though.
Najee, it might not be a bad start. Like with how they used him last week, like that's how they should have been using them all.
Yeah.
Like those short little, quick pitches as passes essentially.
Yeah.
Like Najee's numbers were good in full PPR last week. He had 6 catches.
I like the receivers, the main receivers, a
A
lot.
So
Judy.
Judy's been tearing it up of late.
It's crazy, bro. But you think that's gonna stop this week?
I mean, I'm just kind of questioning how many penalties JPJ gets. They've been calling him for a lot of late.
He's physical.
I know that's
He
what he
likes
is.
to get we talked about that earlier in the year. He's physical.
He's
guy.
physical. Like if he tries to get in your head, like he's his dad to a T.
Yeah. The thing is, can we get in Pickens' head again? Because that guy, you get in his head.
I will say this: I feel like they're gonna feed Pickens early.
They're gonna try to.
Try and get him a touchdown
They're
early.
gonna try to.
Because then it's
the Warden over there though, bro.
Ward didn't guard him in the last game.
I'm saying, the Warden's over there, bro. Put him on the other side. You better put him on
We'll see.
Newsom's side.
I think Austin set the play today as well. I think he cleared concussion protocols. I think.
Bro, it's the same play with him on Russ, right down the middle.
Yeah.
It's right down the middle, bro.
Well, when you run
he just burns the guy.
When you run a 4.28, it's not hard
He's
to burn everybody in the
bro,
league.
and he just takes off. But fantasy wise, yeah, I like both quarterbacks. I like Judy and Pickens.
I would say Highsmith is back this week too. So and with the way Herbig's been playing on opposite of Watt, like
if this was any other quarterback than Jameis Winston, I would just say Pittsburgh all day. It's just Winston.
He's been getting the ball. He's been getting the ball out quick, almost too quick.
Yeah, he gives you hope. I mean, and he's gonna tear it apart in the game, but he turn around and give you hope again.
Like it's like last week. You know, he could throw 4 touchdowns, but he also is probably throwing 2 or 3 picks as well. It's Jameis being Jameis.
But he keeps the game close.
He makes the game fun. So all right, so we're gonna move on to the next game.
This is the most terrible game. This game is worse than the other game.
I think that one's gonna be competitive. Jacksonville and Tennessee.
Mac?
Divisional game. It's going to be competitive. This will be a good game.
Yeah, and Mac Jones has been playing decently of late. Like he played well last week. Like could be high scoring. Well, so the reason I say that is Jacksonville, like they're in like the bottom 5 and for every position. Ugh. So Tennessee potentially could get theirs, and the thing is, Levis is going to have those turnovers.
You might be right, but I just
so when I say highest scoring, I think 24-27, 24-28, which for those two teams, that's high scoring.
Man, yeah, for sure. It's gonna be a bunch of if you wanted to. I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. I put my head down because it's like. Yeah, because I told you my lock receiver is Westbrook. So like,
and I like Ridley in this game too.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. It could be, but it's just terrible.
I know it's just bad football.
It's so terrible on paper, bro.
I think 5 wins between these two teams as well. Like it's,
yeah.
AFC South football,
and that's the guy that took our offensive line coach. Thanks.
Yeah.
For that.
Just to do what he's doing. All right, so there's not much to talk about with that game. It's start a couple receivers, Thomas, BTJ, and then the 2 receivers for Tennessee. Everything else is probably just, if you don't have much else, take the matchup. Otherwise,
if you like something else, you can send it in.
Oh, absolutely.
Debate it.
Yeah.
But
we're gonna move on to the last 1:00 game, Vegas and Tampa.
Today,
there is. You'll have that, but. I was telling Nate, I kind of like Aiden O'Connell this week. So where do the Buccaneers rank for quarterbacks? They give up the most points.
You are such a gunslinger type of just out of nowhere type of takes.
Yeah, it's what I do.
Nuts,
so O'Connell has looked a lot better of late. He's playing good football. He's not turning it over, and Trey Tucker has been a beneficiary. Like, I know he only had the 1 catch last week, but it was for a touchdown. He got double-digit points because of that 58-yarder.
So what are we talking here?
Probably starting receivers. Like this, it would have to be deeper leagues. I do like Jacoby Myers.
I'm talking about you want to start O'Connell?
Yes, in Superflex, yeah. Regular, probably not, because you probably have a better option.
So would you start any as a receiver besides the flex spot?
Jacoby Meyer for sure. He's been relatively consistent. I think he's coming up on 1,000 yards on the year too. As bad as that offense has been.
Him over anybody in the book? Well, not anybody. It's not Mike Evans, but any other receiver other than Mike Evans. Like, give me everybody you would start out of this game, except the obvious guys. So like your sneak picks.
Myers is probably the wide receiver 2 out of this game that I would probably for sure start in the flex. He's worth it. He's not going to necessarily blow up. It's just not what he does, but his floor is so high that it's worth starting in the flex as like a safe bet. Trey Tucker, I mean, he is a touchdown or bust, but he's been getting touchdowns of late.
Yeah. Is Bucky healthy?
I don't think I think he's good to play. But they've been running 3 guys in
I
the
know,
backfield.
but I'm saying if Bucky's not healthy, Sean Tucker is a good spot here.
Tucker
bro.
and White both. Like
Yeah, well, White, I think
White gets touches.
if you got White, I'm probably thinking you've been starting him.
And he's been getting some
anyways.
cheap touchdowns of late
Yeah.
too. Quarterbacks, I mean, it's starting Baker for sure. And I think I wouldn't start Aiden O'Connell just because you probably have a better option. But could be worth starting just because of what the Buccaneers give up.
You're falling for him, dude. He's turned that magic onto you.
It's
I don't know, man. That's a tough call for me.
he is a much different quarterback than he was last year at this point, with worse weapons, arguably.
I think.
Brock Bowers is the number 1 option in this matchup.
Oh my god, dude, we suck.
How do we forget? We forgot about tight end
Bowers?
1. Jesus.
We are horrible. Oh my gosh.
But Kate Otten could be worth starting as well, just because the Raiders give up the third most.
Yeah,
both teams are bad against tight ends. It's the second and third most points allowed. But yeah, you start the obvious. And
because he's such a bad team.
Yeah, you kind of forget about him, and he's
so good.
He's set up to set a lot of rookie records.
They're drafting a quarterback too.
Yeah, 100%. Probably Sanders.
You think so?
It's the Raiders. It's what they do.
I like it.
It is what they do.
I like it.
So, all right, we're gonna move on from that one.
No,
start
we're
your
gonna
obvious.
move to David Fletcher.
Oh, okay. Have to start 2 for my flex and a must win. McConkey, Kelsey, James, Connor, Najee, Ridley. Have to start 2. KC plays the Chargers. I feel like you have to start Kelsey.
I'm gonna sit McConkey. Who's Arizona got?
Seattle. And they're middle of the pack for points given up. I feel like
they got Seattle again.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Yeah,
Connor didn't have a bad game against them, bro.
No.
But Wrigley's such a great option here.
I feel like Najee could pop off today again too. And it's not even me being Homer. It's I
already knew that was coming. I'm looking at.
He's done better at home than he has on the road this year as well.
I knew that was a lock for you. I'm looking at everything else.
But if I had to pick 2, it'd be Kelsey and Ridley.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm picking Kelsey.
I think McConkey's dead last out of the 5, which you have good options.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm picking. They're 4. I don't know, bro. Out of those guys, if you like Najee that much today, I would take him. You like McConkey? Yeah, I like McConkey.
I don't know why, but I think he's a good matchup against that Kansas City defense.
Because I like Herbert too.
Every time I don't know, I feel like he's going to get 8-9 catches today for some reason.
It's because there is nobody else.
Well,
that's part of it, yeah.
The kind of offense they're running.
I think it's a passing offense today.
Yeah.
He's kind of their possession guy, their guy that looked to on third downs.
All right, we're going to give you some locks.
All right. I think... Could we agree Ridley might be the for sure option here?
Yeah, for sure. I think Ridley's definitely
just based on the matchup. And I don't think you can go wrong with any of the other 4. Just because Kelsey has been kind of on a terribly. I think he had a rough week a couple weeks ago.
We got to pick. The guy's been stressing.
All right. Give me Kelsey and Ridley. That's my picks.
I'm going to go with Nate. I'm going with McConkey and Ridley.
I do like Kelsey, though. I think that's a good one, too. So you couldn't go wrong between McConkey and Kelsey, I think.
So with what we've just told you, start James Conner and Najee.
Oh, God, though, for real. Not Najee, though. He's going to disappoint you today.
Now he's stressing even more.
Yeah. But no, Ridley for sure. And honestly,
the 3 we are going for, let's just put it this way. You got to break the tie, guy. We got McConkey, Kelsey, and Wrigley. That's what we're giving you.
And in all honesty, look at the matchups. If you see something you like, and especially if you could look at the last 3 weeks just to see what the teams have given up, that's probably going to be your best bet because the rankings could be high, but if they're slipping of late, but it's a tough call. You have lots of good options, and the Chargers have been giving up points to no, Chiefs have. I think where's that? Yeah, Chiefs are middle of the pack for receivers.
Yeah, I feel on that.
So yeah, if you're worried about Ladd, just cross him off, and then you just pick.
Sounds like Kelsey's the guy if that's the case.
Yeah, so Kelsey and Ridley, that way you know you're good.
Yeah.
All right. So Seattle and Arizona, played each other 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it
I
was
think
a good
this is
game.
like there's 3 games this week in which teams are playing twice in like a 3 or 4 week span.
Yeah.
Which is really weird for the NFL to do that. Yeah, running backs. You touched on it. You like James Conner this week.
Yeah, man, I do like the running backs this week.
I like Charbonnet.
Charbonnet, yeah.
Like
He's been killing. He's been
feel
killing
like
it.
I feel like he gets a touchdown.
Oh, easy.
I wouldn't say easy,
I would absolutely say easy.
just because Cardinals are top 10 against running backs this year.
I think they get in the red zone and give it to him, and I don't think Charbonnet has been stopped in the red zone yet. He's nasty.
Yeah, I know.
Charbonnet's, especially as a running back too.
I know.
Ugh.
Um,
Charbonnet, give me a full glass.
I mean, you're gonna start McBride. I feel like that's an obvious start.
Yeah,
in this
he's
game.
like you've been shooting. He's he's the first target.
He's the number one. He's number one option.
yeah.
And I said it even after they drafted Marv. I was like, it's at least for this year. It's still the offense still goes through McBride.
Yeah, McBride is crazy over there.
And I mean, I know in our league, I'm starting Kyler this week.
You don't have to.
Oh, I am.
You don't
I
have to.
love the matchup.
No, you don't have to. It's a bad matchup for him.
Nah,
You should start somebody else. Like,
but if you,
you should go pick up O'Connell. You like O'Connell today, right? Right. And put your money where your mouth is.
I might have to switch that up a little bit because I got somebody else on my bench.
Who?
I got Tua. I like Tua's matchup.
Whatever.
So I might have to flip a coin for that
They're all gonna take a dud. You're gonna be mad. I may make it to the playoffs.
one. See, I just need to win, and then
No, you don't.
and then Nate.
I need to
Nate and
win.
Greg,
I
you
need
can
to win more
to get
than
in.
you need.
Yeah,
because
because you're too far behind on points, right?
So you just need to rest your players.
You should have won, an extra game the last
Shut
month or
up,
so.
bro.
No, then you want to be in this
I should
situation.
have started Sutton and look at Austin. He had 29 points.
Yeah,
Jeez.
but yeah, start the regulars, running backs. We like tight end. McBride, obviously. Receivers, you're gonna start DK if you got him.
Yeah,
JSN is
so
probably
off
a
the fan.
good flex option, if not wide receiver 2 option. He's just been
Yeah.
playing really well of late. And the quarterbacks, yeah, you're
He's
gonna give
been
him a
playing
role.
better than DK.
Like the quarterbacks are playing well enough to where you can justify starting both of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a big bye week, so maybe Gino,
Yeah.
but I don't think.
Well, there's some good quarterbacks on bye this week.
Yeah, so
Specifically, quarterback 1,
who?
Lamar.
Oh. Yeah, but
So like this is week number 2 of this bye week.
you got
hell.
Josh Allen playing this week.
Well, yeah. But which moves us on to our next game, Bills and Rams.
Good transition. Good transition.
Should be a high score.
I would agree with that.
I don't want to necessarily say shootout, but I think maybe the Bills get up early to where the Rams, like Stafford, just starts chucking the Puka and
Yeah, I think it's a good even matchup between these two teams. Honestly,
it'll be better than what it looks like on paper.
I like the running backs today. Williams except probably like one game and just scores all the time.
Yeah.
Cook, they're getting back to him. He's eating. Last week he was insane in the first half. Insane.
I like Shakir more than Cooper.
Oh yeah. Then Amari Cooper.
Yeah. Shakir just he's shown that he's the number 1 there, even bringing over Cooper. Cooper's.
But if you got Ray McLeod, you start Ray McLeod.
I'm not starting a wide receiver 3 over a wide receiver 1 in this situation.
Shakir's not a receiver 1.
In Buffalo, he is.
You forgot Coleman?
Who?
Oh, you did forget about Coleman.
Coleman's hurt.
No way. Since when?
He's been hurt.
He played last week.
Did you?
There's no way he didn't play last week.
He didn't get a ton of looks. Now I'm curious on this. He didn't get a ton of looks.
No way. No way. Receiver 1? That's Shakir is not no receiver 1 over there.
He has been the receiver 1 for him this year.
How? Check his points too while you're at it. This he's not better than Ray Ray. Ray Ray's out there eating.
You're making me look this up.
Yeah, you look that up. Why? Listen.
You keep talking.
Yes. So running back wise, I like both running backs to at least score. I think because both teams are going to get in the red zone easily. The only thing I'm scared of is Josh Allen taking a touchdown away from Cook. You know, he likes to get in and running the ball too. But I think Allen has a big day. I think his name is coming up for MVP discussion as well.
Oh, it should be.
He's been putting Buffalo on his back. I think this might actually be his year if he's going to get anything done. I think, because the AFC is, Buffalo can beat anybody in the AFC.
By the way, in standard scoring, Shakir is 39, Ray McLeod is 68.
All right. That's fine. I think Ray has a better day than Shakir this week.
I'm not buying it just because of Mooney in London.
It doesn't matter about those guys. When this guy is throwing the ball, he's throwing the ball.
It doesn't matter.
But so in this game, it's pretty much start your usuals.
Yeah.
Stafford's worth a start, I believe.
Yeah.
Even though Buffalo does play quarterback well.
Like I said, it's big bye week for quarterbacks.
Yeah, and I think you could see some like just prevent
from Buffalo.
If Buffalo gets up big early, like they're just Stafford's
I don't think they're going to
be
prevent. Yeah, I don't think
the Stafford will sling it around at the very least.
They just go dime, but prevent.
So this last 4:00 game matchup looked great beginning of the season, like kind of hype for it. It's Chicago and San Fran.
I think Chicago whoops there, but
I don't think so. New coach. So yeah.
I think Chicago whoops there, but
I don't know if I took the Bears in my picks, but like San Fran's broken right now.
Broken, bro.
Granted, I love Gorendo's matchup. The rookie.
Who? That's who started over there?
Yeah. The other two guys are on IR.
Brandon Allen's on IR?
Braylon Allen plays for the...
No. Who's playing quarterback for San Fran today?
Oh, no, Purdy. Purdy's back.
Oh, okay.
No, Gorendo is a running back.
Yeah. I thought you... All right, dude. I'm like, I didn't even know this guy's name. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, so this funny thing that you said that, because as soon as what's-his-name get hurt, so ESPN Fantasy Football puts out, and Jordan Mason will now take the running back duties.
And he goes on IR
yeah,
too.
Bro. I'm like, yeah, okay, experts over there. But yeah, for sure, because anybody can run in Shanahan's offense.
I love Swift in this game too.
Oh yeah.
Like Niners giving up a chunk to running backs this year.
I like dump offs to him.
Mm-hmm.
I like running the ball. They're gonna keep it nice, simple, and easy, because this guy that's calling plays, he's in the running for the next head coach. I mean, to run the head coaching job. Yeah. So I think he wants to show off a little bit.
And if you listen to him talk at like the presser when it was announced that he was taking over the team for the rest of the year, it was very Tomlin-esque. Like it makes you like want to run through a wall for this guy. So
Tomlin-esque, huh?
Like I feel like if he can win a few games to end the season,
you love Pittsburgh so much, bro. It's so crazy. And then half you guys always want the guy fired, but
I know I've never wanted him fired.
It's cool. We could jump into that.
All right, so
off there.
Yeah, start your guys in that game. Running backs, quarterbacks. Well,
let's look for Chicago's players more than San Fran's
and DJ
guys.
Moore, I think, was cleared to play for this week as well.
Yeah.
So that's a big plus for Caleb.
Yeah.
But we're gonna move to Sunday Night Football. Good matchup.
It's gonna be a good game.
I think so. Like it's gonna be a dog fight.
It's bringing this rivalry to light.
First to 20 points wins this game. Do you think? Chargers and Chiefs.
Yeah.
Like it's
no J.K. Dobbins. I think they're throwing the ball.
Edwards.
And they're gonna try to throw the ball.
Yeah, they're gonna try and run it with Edwards. I don't know how well it works.
Gus ain't the guy no more, bro.
No, I don't think so either. But Kamani Vidal.
Don't like him either.
I
like Justin Herbert to try to throw that thing.
Herbert probably gets a couple touchdowns. Mahomes probably gets a couple touhdowns, or at least one. It's running back.
I think Mahomes gets one.
Yeah,
I don't think he's getting a couple.
I would say he's been on a tear though of late.
He's probably gonna have 5 because I'm saying he's not gonna.
Right.
So watch that, but yeah, I think that's gonna be a good game.
But quarterbacks love them. Receivers for the Chiefs, I don't like. Hopkins has been solid, but I feel like it's been like one game he'll look really good, and the next game he barely gets any looks.
I like Will Disley here, the Chargers tight end.
Yeah,
good sleeper pick, guys.
And obviously Kelsey, you're starting him.
Yeah,
but Disley's a solid pick because the Chiefs give up the most points to tight ends. Granted, they played Bowers twice, which hasn't helped.
Doesn't matter, bro.
Oh, I know. They still give up the points.
If it's there, it's there.
And we're gonna move on to the final game of the week, and I think this is a freaking blowout.
If Jamar plays, I heard he. Oh wait, they say he should play. So yeah,
It's Cincinnati and Dallas.
yeah.
The only reason Dallas has 4 wins now is because they played the Giants twice.
You're an idiot.
But like, I don't see the Bengals giving up 30 points this week.
And again,
that's been their kryptonite. They give up 30 points. They find a way to lose games.
Blocks, my defense is the Bengals. I don't like anything in Dallas right now, dude. You don't know what you're gonna get from them, and I think it's Monday night. Guys show up. Yeah. You know they.
And
don't
Dallas
get the Bears.
loses at home a bunch, especially in prime time.
And they're about to fire Mike McCartney here soon, so
long overdue. But even though the Bengals give up the fourth most points to quarterbacks, I'm still not starting Cooper Rush this week. I'm not even considering it.
I don't care.
I think Hendrickson gets after it this week.
Oh yeah,
potentially 2.5, 3 sacks.
Yeah,
potentially. I'm not going to throw that out there, but like,
no, I'm right there with you.
I feel like he gets his. Maybe Hubbard even wakes up, but I feel like
I think the Bengals defense feasts today, and they have not been playing well at all. But this is like I said, Monday night, guys wake up for these games.
Yeah, and Zach Taylor's coaching for his job right now too, which doesn't help matters out.
Yeah, actually, he really is.
But that's it for the games.
All
We're
right,
going to move on to our lineup locks of the week. And I'll let you have this first one.
All right, guys. I've been talking about it throughout the most of the time. So my quarterback, I'm going Justin Herbert. I think it's with J.K. Dobbins out. I know old Khaki Pants likes to run the ball, but they've been throwing the ball a lot more because they really don't have the back to depend on anymore. So I like Herbert today. I think it's not a shootout, but I think it's a good quarterback battle. Good rivalry game. Running back, I like James Cook. He was insane last week. I think he can have another solid game. Like I said, the only thing I'm worried about is Allen taking a touchdown away from him once they get in the red zone. Westbrook, he's been on a fire feast, bro, like crazy. Every time he catches the ball, it's a touchdown. I mean, 8 passes, 8 touchdowns, I believe.
Oh, it's not like he
like through his career, not this year. They said something like
I don't think it's that crazy. But like he's been pretty money. I think there's been one game.
It's not an 8 out of 8. I'm saying
there's been one game he has played this year in which he doesn't have a touchdown. He has had a touchdown every other week.
Oh really?
Like yeah,
I didn't know that. But I just knew that he's been on the freaking tear. They said something like that. It was like, it's crazy. He catches the ball, it's just a touchdown. When he gets the chance to catch it, it's nuts. So I'm gonna try him out again. And then like I said earlier, Will Disley. Chiefs giving up the most points to tight ends. Herbert's got to pass it to somebody. I'm liking him today. And then the Bengals defense, I don't like anything about Dallas today. So, I mean tomorrow night. So,
for my quarterback, I got Tua. His last 2 weeks, I think, gets like 26 and like 32 points in standard. So like that's money for a quarterback.
Yeah.
Chase Brown on a tear, and he gets touchdowns every freaking week. It seems like I don't understand how it works. It shouldn't work the way it's working, but like he's scoring touchdowns, and the yards are there in both the running and receiving aspects. George Pickens.
I hope he gives you such a dud. I hope he gives you a big freaking dud. Just the polish poop emoji.
And I'm going to put this out there. 0 personal fouls on him today.
But I bet some money on that one. You are nuts.
But I think he goes off for about 100 and a touchdown. That's 16 points.
Give him a touchdown.
Well, he's giving a lot of predictions today. He is Nostra Sherman in there.
I'm feeling good. My tight end, it's a very big sleeper, but Jatavian Sanders should be back. I think he's still technically questionable, coming off a big time concussion, which I still remember that hit. But he should be back. When Bryce Young came back into the lineup, that was kind of the guy he was looking for as well. And then Tennessee's defense. I absolutely love Tennessee's defense against Jacksonville. I feel like they're going to turn the ball over. They can't run the ball at all.
Went them, but you had them first, so.
I thought about the Bengals, but I'm just like, I can't take the Bengals defense. It's the Bengals defense. But yeah, that's what I got. What do you got, Nate?
So I went against you on a couple of them this week, John, because you were saying how you liked some people, and I kind of I went the other way, but I like Darnold against Atlanta. I think he's a good dome quarterback, and I feel like this is a good matchup for him. The Falcons are like next to think they're about 18th against the pass this year. So it's a good matchup for him today. I like Tracy versus New Orleans. I think that's a good matchup. I really do. I think he's going to feast today. I like Ridley against Jacksonville. I think Ridley's going to have a big game. I think that'd be a good start for you. And these are all guys that obviously not top 10 guys. You know what I mean? What's that?
I can't believe you picked that tight end.
I know.
I like him too.
It pains me to say this.
In our league.
It pains me to say this, but I do like Freiermuth against Cleveland. I think every time they play in Pittsburgh, he has a huge game against the Browns. So, like, seriously, that's not me even.
Bro, I have him. He's playing against you today.
I don't fan when I play fantasy football. I got to look at matchups, and this is a really favorable matchup. So I do like Freiermuth today. And I like the Cardinals versus Seattle. I think Cardinals are going to have a big game, and it's a home game for them. And I'm not sure about Charbonnet against that defense, so we'll see.
Oh, he's going to get
There's
you
my
drunk,
picks.
bro. He's going to get you drunk.
I did start Charbonnet, though, so I hope it's the opposite. But I was just looking for a good defensive matchup.
I feel you.
Yeah, but this should be the last regular season game for a lot of people. It's just all depending on how your league's set up and how many teams you get in there. But like this could be a clincher or a bow out of the playoffs. Like as far as like you're either gonna make it or not make it. If you're on the ropes, kind of like Javelle right here. But like
I'm gonna beat you and I'll be in.
Hey, beat me and you are in.
Win and I'm in.
But all right, so we do have one last fantasy question here, and then we got to be done.
Yeah.
First place, 10-3, 12-man PPR.
You're already
running back room
in.
is depleted. Pick 2 between Hunt, Vidal, Spears, Corum, Isaiah Davis.
You're already locked in for the playoffs, so this is not even a worry here. But I'll take Hunt. I mean, I'd just take your first 2. Those other guys, Corum's going to get some looks, but I just don't think he's going to get a touchdown.
It's Kyron Williams. Isaiah Davis is a sneaky one, but I think Braylon Allen, I'm pretty sure he's still healthy, right?
For
Jets.
Yeah, he is.
So I feel like Davis is going to be a complimentary piece today.
Yeah.
But I feel like you could see Braylon Allen get 20, 25 touches.
Oh, for sure.
I do like Hunt and Vidal, though. I think those are 2 picks I would go with.
If is an interesting one just because Jacksonville's defense is that bad.
I know. Pacquiao, whatever, Pacheco is taking some touches away, but it's still Hunt, man. If they get in close enough, I think they're going to give him a touchdown today.
Yeah, I would say Vidal and Spears, personally. And it's just,
I don't like Spears, man. He had a great matchup last week and did nothing. The
matchup's better this week.
No.
It's Jacksonville.
Okay.
All right, so consensus says
Hunt.
Hunt.
We agree
obviously,
on Hunt.
We all agree on Hunt.
I don't, but
Oh my God. What was your other one?
Spears and Vidal.
Oh, so we all agree
We're
on
all
Vidal.
on Vidal.
All right.
Okay, so we're all in on Vidal. I think Hunt's a good play
It's just
today,
Hunt,
even with
and
Pacheco.
it's the
I think Hunt's
matchup.
going to get goal line opportunities.
Me too. Spears. I got a nasty taste with Spears right now.
See, I feel like those goal line opportunities are Kelsey and Gray. And Hopkins. Like,
all right.
In a tough divisional game, I like my run game more than I like my pass game. I don't know.
it's fair. That's fair.
Especially against the Chargers defense.
It's fair.
Go Hunt, man. Go Hunt.
But there we are.
All right, guys. Thanks.
All right, guys.